I made 17K last month, and in this video, I'm going to be walking you through the exact daily routine from the start to the finish that I used to make me and build a six-figure business, and what you can employ in your day-to-day life and your daily routine so that you can do the same and so that you can be as optimal as possible, okay? Now, when I say optimal as possible, I'm being a little bit cringy and I'm being a little bit sarcastic because truthfully, my daily routine is super simple. And the reason why I say this and the reason why I make this video is so many people waste time in the morning. So many people think that in order to have a productive day, they need to do this. They need to go on, fight 100 bears in the morning, read 200 books, do 500 push-ups, and then they'll start their day. But the struggle and the issue that you'll find is if your daily routine is complicated, if your morning routine is complicated, if you don't have core basics and if you don't have core systems and exactly what it is that you need to do and what it is that you need to achieve, you'll be burnt out and you'll do so many things, so many unnecessary things, you'll be actually burnt out before you're able to do the needle moving things, the money making things that are going to make you the money and that are going to actually be able to put you in the position to make the money, to build the skill, to build the business. Because truthfully, that is all we care about, right? We want to be able to build the skills to build the business. So when I say, and when I talk about my daily routine, truthfully, it all starts the night before. If you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. And that's why every single night, that is probably the most important part of my daily routine, because I plan and I schedule every single thing and I time block it. I schedule every single thing in my calendar and I write down the specific times of what I'm going to do everything so that when I wake up in the morning, there's no decision fatigue. There's no figuring out what I need to do. There's no figuring out what I'm going to do here, what I'm going to do here, what I want to spend time on, what I want to work here. I've got everything already written out before me because the night before I've planned it all out, what I want to achieve or what I want to get out that day. Is that I wake up and I look at my calendar, I look at the clock and I just start executing. So the night before your daily routine, the night before your day starts, you need to get really stringent. You need to understand, all right, cool. Based on what I want to achieve, what do I need to do in each specific hour? And what do I need to do in order to achieve these things, all right? So for instance, a daily routine for me could look like, or what the night for me would look like is I'll sit down and I'll be like, all right, cool. First things first is, what time do I want to wake up? I want to wake up at this time, okay? What is the first thing that I want to do? Me personally, I love to get a workout in before I start. It's just something that pumps the endorphins. You walk around the day with like a certain respect amount about yourself when you know you've woken up early, you know you've put in a workout in, and your vibes are good, your testosterone is high, and you're just ready to crush it. You're ready to make an insane amount of money, okay? So first thing first is, all right, cool. What time do I want to work out? Okay, now what are the main things I want to work on? If you're a beginner in sales, if you're just trying to get into sales, a big portion of your day is going to be, all right, cool, I need to be spending a lot of time on learning. I need to be going through course modules. I need to be going through YouTube videos. So you're going to time block out specifically in each specific time what it is that you want to do something. An example would look like this, all right? Cool. Wake up at about 8 a.m. Wake up at about 8 a.m. You can either do a walk or you can go on a exercise. The number one thing that I recommend, I've learned this from, listening to tons of health gurus and listening to tons of people that I, look up to in the space, is you need to start the day moving. Even if it's a 5-10 minute walk, you go out, you get the vitamin D in your eyes. Right now I'm in Thailand, right? So I'm superly able to just walk out, go into the pool, do a little dive, and, I'm cooking, okay? So you want to get some energy. You want to get some, pep in your step, okay? You want to start the day off right. Then, after I walk, and then, I get my energy, it can either be a walk, it can either be a swim, or it can either be a run. Okay, when I was training for my boxing fight, I'd wake up every single morning at 6 a.m. and I'd obviously do my first workout of the day, which was just a run, and then I'd work all throughout the day, obviously time blocking specific things, which I'm going to walk through, and then I'd go and do my boxing training in the evening. Okay, so say if you're trying to be an athlete as well, you can time block out those specific times, and basically you just get clarity on what it is that you want to achieve. So you wake up 8 a.m., walk, energy, at workout, whatever it is. Then you want to do your first deep work block, your first block of work, whether that's learning, whether that's doing sales, whether that's building the business, whether that's building a product, whatever it is. You want to do the first block as soon as you've done that workout. Reason why is, like I said, your energy will be super high, and in the morning you're super focused. When you wake up, you're probably the most focused that you'll be. As to when you get later, depends on the type of person you are. At least I know that I perform better in the morning than I perform in the evening. All right. So you want to obviously schedule out the first deep work block. After that, you want to eat food, okay? Or I plan to eat food. Me personally, I'm a big believer in not eating straight after you wake up. Like you either need to. Sometimes I just see it as I need to earn the food. I need to do a certain amount of work, or I need to earn the food. Like back in the day, our ancestors, they had to wake up, especially my African ancestors, they had to wake up spear in hand. They had to go and hunt the food. They had to go and hunt what it is that they needed to eat. Okay, so I personally, as well, I believe in intermittent fasting, like not eating like super early in the morning, because then, especially if you eat the wrong things, you just deplote a little bit. I'll eat something protein full, might eat some eggs, and I'll try and stay away from carbs until later on in the day, okay? So you want to work deep, so you want to wake up, work, first deep block work, and then you want to obviously eat some food, okay? You want to eat some food, and then after that, you want to get into work. And you want to be planning out the specific things hour by hour, okay? So for instance, you could wake up at 8, do your exercise till about like 9:30 to 10, shower, get ready, 10 to 12, deep work, 12 to 1, lunch, 1 to 2, it could be like film some content, or it could be for you learning some content, learning some sales, learning from my YouTube videos, watch XYZ, okay? Figure out this problem, figure out whatever it is that you're facing, all right? You want to chunk it down into like 30 minutes to an hour. Obviously, if it's a task that will take long, then you just want to encounter for that. So you want to have like a rough estimate as well the night before when you're making it of how long it's going to take you. You're going to chunk those things out, and then you're literally just going to follow that exact process until the end of the day, okay? After lunch, you do your deep work, whether that's 2 hours, 3 hours. Obviously, you can plan out breaks as well, like after 2 hours of work, or at 15-minute walk, quick lunch break, quick snack, okay? I don't know, refresh yourself, okay? Speak to family, or call XYZ, get some outside noise, get some light, okay? Plan that, okay? You want to plan that 15-minute walk as well. Like when I say you need to plan every single thing the night before, I mean like on your calendar, I use Google Calendar for this. You can literally use a pen and paper. Like I literally used to sit down with a pen and paper. I'd write down the time, and I'd write down what I want to achieve. You need to schedule your walks, okay? Say if you need to go and buy groceries, you schedule that out, how long it's supposed to take you. And then you stick to that schedule like your life depends on it. Okay, if you said you're going to take a 15-minute walk, you take a 15-minute walk. You can't take a 20 minutes because then guess what? The whole of your day is behind. So if you get the tasks done quickly, then perfectly, you've got a bit more buy-in time. You've got a bit more time to, play with, okay? But you need to understand is that you need to follow this rule, and you need to set this plan so that truthfully you don't know and you don't have that decision fatigue of what you need to do or what you need to accomplish. Because that is what kills a lot of people. Having to make so many decisions, and their brain is already tired when they're halfway through the day. Their brain hasn't already achieved, or their brain is already exhausted because they haven't planned the day before. Planning the day before what I need to do, okay? Making sure that I read it down, making sure I had exactly what I needed to do, how long it's gonna take me. That's saved me so much time of thinking. It saved me so much hours of wasted time because I understand I want to eat at this time. I understand I want to go to the gym at this time, okay? You even want to plan out things like your dinner. Okay, I want to eat dinner at this time, and then say if you go to bed at 10, all right, cool, I'm going to eat dinner at 7, I'm going to do an hour of work at 8, and then from 8 till 9, I'm going to unwind, and then at 10, I want to be in bed. That is literally what a day should look like, okay? You need to plan out your day stringently. You need to understand exactly what it is that you need to achieve, and you just need to time block it. The daily objectives is something that I speak about tons as well on this YouTube channel. If you're able to get daily objectives, and you're able to put obviously the daily objectives of what you want to achieve that next day, and you put that in the time block thing, and also like another practice you should learn as well is like, you don't go to sleep until everything that you said you were going to do that day is done. Meaning that if you delayed, if you stopped taking track of time, and if you made an error, guess what? You're going to sleep later because this thing still needs to be done. This schedule, and understanding that your daily routine does not have to be that hard in order to make a lot of money. You just need clarity. You need clarity, and you need awareness of what it is that you need to achieve, and you need action, and you follow this step by step. I promise you'll make an insane amount of money, okay? Hopefully you guys found that useful. Like and subscribe for more content. Join my free Telegram group where I teach people how to get into high ticket sales for free. If you're interested in high ticket sales, book a call with my team, and we'll be able to speak to you and see if this is something that we can help you with, like we've helped other students. And yeah, take care, guys. I'll see you at the top.